Earn Your Way to the Paralympics. This is an 8th grade math review project. It takes about 2 weeks depending on your students. It also incorporates some language arts, geography, computer skills, and some research. And this is the student slide deck. So this is what you're going to assign to the students. There's also a slide deck for the teacher that gives you some completed slides, the teacher key, some instructions, and then 2 different methods for grading the projects. So you're going to start with slides 2 and 3 and show these to the students. It gives them an overview of what the project is going to entail. So they're going to have 8 challenges that they overcome as they travel to various cities around the world, and they earn a spot on the Paralympic team. To do that, they're going to answer math questions. They're going to learn about different cultures as they travel the world. So they're going to travel to 8 different cities. They're going to keep a journal of their experiences, keep track of their progress on a map, maintain a travel itinerary, and import photos of the different cities that they visit. So you want to point out to the students that when they complete a slide, they are to click on the soccer ball. That'll show them where to go next. So some of the slides are in order, there's some back and forth. So to keep on track, if they click on the soccer ball, they'll know exactly where to go next. The first one is math task number 1. They're going to earn a bus ticket to the first competition in Los Angeles, California. So they need to complete the math problems correctly. The first ones are transformations. So there's 2 transformations they're going to show on this grid using the fill color feature of Google Slides. So to do this, they're going to they want to reflect this figure across the y-axis and then translate down 4 units. So to show their transformation, they're going to click and hold in squares they want to color in. And then they're going to come up here to this fill color bucket. They can see what it looks like here. And they're going to choose any color they like. And then they're going to complete that transformation like this. So there are 5 points for each transformation, and this is for teacher grading. So the students need to know that they are not to put any points in the score. This is for the teacher. If they've done this correctly, they'll get 10 points. If they do only one of the transformations, they'll get only 5 points. But if my students make an error, I send it back to them for corrections. And when they get a total of 10 points, then they click on the soccer ball. And then they can see that they've earned their bus ticket to Los Angeles. The next thing they're going to do is a little bit of research. For this first slide, they're going to just click in one of these boxes here. So they've got 3 text boxes. The first thing they're going to do is type in the current date and what sport they're competing in. So if they want to know what the Paralympic events are, they can click on this soccer ball. It takes them to the very last slide where it has all the Paralympic events. They can look some of these up online if they want to know exactly what they are. Once they've chosen their sport, they can click on the soccer ball and it'll take them right back to slide 7. So they type in the current date and their sport. Then they're going to type in 2 things they'd like to see in Los Angeles and some favorite foods that are eaten in Los Angeles. And then they have some instructions here. When they get to the next slide, they're going to fill out only the top row. So this is their itinerary. They're going to come to this slide 8 different times for each city they visit. So here Los Angeles has already been inserted in this row, and they're going to type in how many miles from their home to Los Angeles. So they're going to have to look that up online. They're going to type in the current date, and the type of transportation, if they're in North America, would be a bus. Now if they're from another country, then they're going to type in probably an airplane instead. But for this purpose, we're going to type in bus. Now the next time they come to this slide, they're going to be typing in Rio de Janeiro, the miles from Los Angeles to Rio de Janeiro, the current date, and then in this case, the type of transportation would be an airplane from Los Angeles to Rio. So each time they come to this slide, they only fill out 1 row. Now they read the instructions at the bottom. It says on the next slide, find your city and place it next to the pink dot on the map. There we go. So they want to find Los Angeles. One of these pink dots is going to show Los Angeles. Once they find it, they're going to click and hold on the edge of their city and place it next to the pink dot. And then click on the soccer ball that's next to their city, so they'll know where to go next. So each time they come to the map, they're going to be moving a different city into place. So they click on the soccer ball, and it takes them to their journal entry. So here they're going to type in a journal entry of what may have happened to them at their first Olympic trial in Los Angeles. So they're going to talk about their sport and just make up a story about what might have happened. They're to use complete sentences and lots of detail. When they're finished, click on the soccer ball. The last task for this city is to import 3 pictures of Los Angeles. So to do that, they're going to come up here to Insert, Image, Search the Web. So Insert, Image, Search the Web. Then they have a search box here. They're going to type in their current city, which is Los Angeles. Let's try that again. Okay, and then they click Enter. And all of these pictures will come up, so they can choose whatever picture they want. I would suggest they choose a square picture because it's going to look better in their square. So they choose a picture, click on it, and then click Insert. And it's going to come up pretty large. To make it smaller, they're just going to grab one of these corners, click and hold, move toward the center, and that makes it smaller. This little circle here up and top will move or tilt that picture so it's going to fit in your square. And then they just want to play around with it till it fits. And then they want to import 2 more pictures. Now, when they finish doing that, they're going to move on to Math Task 2. So this time they want to earn their plane ticket to Rio. They're going to answer some questions on equations with variables on both sides. So they're going to type in their answer. Or I have some printable worksheets if you'd rather give them a worksheet to work on at their desk. Again, if they make errors, I pass it back to them to correct. And then when they get their score of 10, they can move on. And they can see that they have now earned their plane ticket to Rio. And they're going to complete the same steps they did with Los Angeles. They're going to do some research, answer the questions, and then they're going to fill out the next row of their itinerary with Rio de Janeiro, the miles from Los Angeles to Rio, and so on. And they're going to go to the map. This is down a little bit low here, so I'll adjust these. And they're going to find Rio, find the pink dot that represents Rio, click on the soccer ball that is next to Rio, and it'll show them where to go next. So now they're going to fill out the next journal entry for their second competition. And finally, import 3 pictures of Rio de Janeiro. So it's going to be the same steps for all 8 cities. Math Task 3 is going to be Pythagorean theorem. Next task is exponents. They're going to drag and drop. Fractional equations. The equation for a line. Algebraic inequalities. And then finally, distributive property equations. When they get through all of the entire slide deck, they get a little congratulation at the end. You're going to the Olympics, the Summer Paralympics. And for the students that finish early, I give them an additional little project to do. It's just a lot of fun. I have them create their own postcards for each city they visited. So they can draw a picture on one side and then address and a note to someone at home that they're going to send from each city that they visited. and you can display these around the classroom. But it gives them something fun to do while the other students are catching up. So this is Earn Your Way to the Paralympics, an 8th grade math review project.